Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I thought I would do a quick little 10-minute video today and try to cover one of the questions that I received recently, and that was, how do I know what career field is for me? How do I know if web development is for me? And so I wanted to take you through the process that I went through to kind of figure out what I like to do. So what I was introduced to when I was in college, or actually in high school for that matter, was a test called the Myers-Briggs Test. And it goes by different names. It could be the Young Typology Test, the Carl Jung and Isabel Briggs and Myers Personality Type Theory. It's a test that kind of gauges your personality, and you take this test and it ends up giving you one of the 16 personality types. So I'll put a link to this test in the description because it's actually free. If you want to go and pay for another test, you can. They run about 20 bucks, I think. But I found this one that's free and it was accurate because when I took it, I think I'm a INTJ. Yeah. So when you come to this page, it's going to give you 64 questions. It's going to be from strong yes to strong no all the way through. So you can see I've pre-filled a few of these. But basically, I'm never late for my appointments, so I put strong yes. Do I like to be engaged in an active and fast-paced job? Not necessarily. I mean, sometimes maybe. But if you feel too rushed, it can't, sometimes it's not fun. So, do I enjoy having a wide circle of acquaintances? Not really. So I'm kind of on the fence, but I put no. Do I feel involved when watching TV soaps? Not really. No, I find them boring, and I'll usually fall asleep. So anyways, yeah, just go and take this test like I did. And then it's going to lead you to this ending screen when you're done, where kind of explains things out to you, breaks it down a bit. And then you have these links below. And you'll go to INTJ Careers. Just go ahead and click to view. Or whatever you are, obviously. It might not be INTJ. But when you get there, it'll give you a breakdown here and tell you, like a rundown of the INTJ personality type. It'll list your likely careers, ones that you'll be interested in. Obviously, mine has computer science and software engineering on here. At one point, I wanted to be a lawyer, but we won't go into that. I am definitely pursuing some entrepreneurship, and I'm kind of in a management role at work right now, so it's pretty accurate. I have definitely enjoyed my job in computer science, and I think if you take this test and you come through here and you see these, chances are this is one of your future career fields. I would be willing to bet. You can continue on down and it will say more, give you more information about it. It's just all in all a great test, very accurate. I recommend it highly. The next step in finding a good career field is to do your research. So if you, for instance, take that psychology test and you go through and you see like psychology on your list, right? Don't just go, jump right into a college level class for psychology, Don't just shoot for that degree right away. Do your research. And nothing against psychologists, but my experience has been people that get into psychology, they don't make a whole lot of money, and they struggle to find that good position. I might be wrong, but it's been my experience because I know a few psychologists. Do your research. For instance, web development. Don't just look at one article, look at multiple so you can kind of compare and contrast. But this article in particular kind of gives you a breakdown. Tells you what the median national salary is for a web developer. And obviously there's different places. Payscale says one, Glassdoor says another, and Indeed says that the median or average salary of a web developer is $78,279 a year. Make sure you look at the area that you're in to see how much it pays. and base that kind of, if you live in like Kansas City, for instance, I think the web developer salary is around 63,000. Um, I live in Washington State, and it's 82,000. But then the price of living here is extremely high. I'd imagine in Kansas City it's not so high. Um, this also breaks down into cities, the best cities for web developers. It kind of gives you a breakdown according to PayScale's data. It says that salaries of relatively inexperienced workers fall in the neighborhood of 50,000, but folks who have racked up 5 to 10 years see a notably higher median of 62,000. For web developers, 10 to 20 years of experience on the job amounts to an average of salary of $71,000. People that have worked for more than 20 years report a median income of 80,000, which is barely higher than the median for folks with 10 to 20 years of experience. And then also, this is also important, the outlook of your job, the career field that you choose. Look at the outlook. Back in 2012 or 2013, when I was really getting into web development, they told me that the outlook for the job was really good. That they were expecting a 10% increase within the next 10 years, and so that job or that career field wasn't going, it wasn't going out anytime soon. I feel that the demand for programmers and developers is going to go up in the coming years because it's kind of the age that we're in. We're in the age of technology. So yeah, that's about it. Sorry if I was rambling on a little bit there. I just was trying to really drive it home there. Something else to consider is whether or not you actually want to go to college or you need to go to college. In web development or computer science, you can find a lot of material online. For instance, I'm offering free tutorials on YouTube for HTML. There are a lot of other resources. Udemy.com, for instance. I've been on here for years now. I have several courses that I've completed and some that I have kind of bounced around in. These were for college, so don't worry about these. But Java, CSS and less, TypeScript, JavaScript, comprehensive TypeScript. The basic thing to remember is that any college course that you take, especially if it's associate level, it's just going to get your foot in the door. It's going to get you that basic foundation. You're going to have to continue learning. And that's pretty much the same with all career fields, I feel. You will have to stay up on the latest trends and the latest information, or you'll fall behind. And Udemy.com is a great resource for that. Not a paid product placement, by the way. Alright, so that about wraps up this video. I just wanted to take you guys through that personality test, maybe answer some questions regarding career field choice and whether or not web development is for you or not. Hopefully this helps. If you do take the test and you want to share, please leave your results down there in the comments of this video. It would be interesting to see your different personality types and maybe the career choices that it mentioned or that it brought up for you and ones that you might be interested in. And if you did like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like and maybe subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. And stay tuned for more tutorial videos. I'm trying to kick one out about every 3 or 4 days here. I'm pretty busy, but it's definitely on my list of things to do. So thank you and have a good day.